A story with a simple premise of a hero that can defeat everything that stands in his way with one punch might not seem interesting, however this gem of a show has a way of keeping you hooked in. Even characters that were briefly introduced are interesting as they fight with ferocity and power. Everyone's extremely strong and capable of showcasing epic fight moments as long as they don't face off against the main character, of course. And on that note, today we're listing the top 10 most powerful characters in One Punch Man. Please note that while some of the characters in the anime are stronger than the ones on the list, or for that matter their position on the list, it's yet to be shown how strong their actual abilities are, so this list will focus on actual fights. Starting off our list at number 10 is Sonic. No, not that Sonic. Speed as Sound Sonic's one of the fastest characters in One Punch Man. He may seem calm due to his intense training as a ninja, but deep underneath that facade is a battle maniac. He craves fighting against those stronger than him and is excited by the prospect of finding a strong opponent, which ends up being Saitama. He attacks with a sword and performs quick slashes on his opponents, reminiscent of a samurai slash. Despite his skills and battle prowess, he's last on this list, which just goes to show how strong the characters in the show are. Coming in at number 9 is Puri-Puri Prisoner. He's the last ranked in the S-Class, and understandably, he's quite the eccentric one to have in this list. However, his strength's the real deal. He's ripped with muscles from top to bottom and is like a tank in human form as he walks into battle with nothing but his raw strength and muscles. He has a special mode called Angel Style that pushes his strength to its maximum limits. The unfortunate side effect of this though, at least for observers of the fight, is that his clothes get ripped off completely because of his rapid increased muscle mass. However, in this mode he's many times stronger and is able to pack quite some damage, as seen in the fight against the Deep Sea King. Number 8 on our list is Metal Bat. Metal Bat's an S-rank hero who's reminiscent of the old delinquent protagonists from earlier anime series that rely on fighting spirit and guts to fight. That's not to say that he doesn't have any fighting skills though. He's really good in a fight and has the ability to spot the weaknesses of his enemies, like in the recent clash against Elder Centipede. His fighting spirit allows him to become increasingly stronger, not only in terms of power, but agility and speed as well in proportion to the damage he accumulates. In this regard, he's durable and can keep fighting on. He was almost able to take out Garo despite the continuous fights and damage he accumulated, and the only thing that stopped him was his little sister. Yes, that's right, the delinquent hero's biggest weakness is his sister, whom he dotes upon. Coming in at number 7 is Genos. Genos is by and large a fan favourite of the series. He comes with a tragic past where his whole town and family were killed and destroyed. He became a cyborg with the help of a professor solely in pursuit of revenge, due to which he has inhumane strength and speed. His destructive capabilities are quite impressive, as well as his large area of effect attacks even amongst the S-Class. He constantly strives to be stronger and better than he was before. This seriousness actually pairs off really well with the laid-back attitude of his master and is quite endearing to watch. Number 6 on our list is the Deep Sea King. The first major villain to appear in the series, of course, has to have a mention in this list. When this monster appeared, he really did put up a huge fight against our heroes. When we're first introduced to him, it's in his shriveled state. However, he was able to take on Puri-Puri Prisoner in that state and wounded a number of heroes. In his wet state form, his strength is phenomenal to say the least. He really bashes in Genos during this form. He was able to wreak a crazy amount of damage and inspire real fear into the citizens, regardless of his anticlimactic defeat. Coming in at number 5 on the list is Atomic Samurai. The 4th ranked S-class hero, Atomic Samurai is quite a proud person, even though he seems to give off a laid-back personality. He's a formidable individual who uses a katana and, true to his name, is able to take care of all of his opponents in a single instant with his signature Atomic Slash move. He was able to cut a monster to bits using a mere toothpick. He has his own school of teaching with disciples who are all in the top of the A rank. Next comes Bang, or better known by his hero name, Silver Fang. Number 3 S-ranked hero Silver Fang is one of the most accomplished martial artists alive. He's one of the oldest characters in the show, but don't get deceived by his frail old appearance, as he's quite true to his hero name Silver Fang in the way that he completely decimates his opponents. He uses a form of martial art known as Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist. With this martial art and backed with body-packing immense strength, this old man's quite a serious threat to handle. He's one of the Hero Association's toughest close-range fighters, and one of the few who actually acknowledges Saitama's true strength. Coming in at number 3 on our list is Tatsumaki, the Tornado of Terror. Yes, this list wouldn't be complete without the sassy lolly, as Saitama first calls her. She's an Esper, the strongest in the world in fact, and like other psychics shown so far in the show, she doesn't simply lift spoons or small objects. She's able to literally pick up sections of a city and then just fling it at her opponents. The trail of destruction she leaves behind is what's given her the name Tornado of Terror. She's ranked 2 in the S-class, so despite her childish look, she's supposedly 28 years old. She considers destroying monsters her duty, even doing so in her free time just to kill her boredom. Number 2 on our list, and by no mean feat, is Boros. Boros is an alien being that came to Earth in the name of conquest. However, we later find out that there was another ulterior motive. He's such a powerful being that he's conquered numerous planets and has reached an existential crisis, similar to what Saitama's going through now. He doesn't find anything challenging anymore and is bored of his existence. He later hears of a prophecy of an individual who exists on Earth who'll be able to give him the fight of the centuries he's always wanted. Boros was also the first person that made Saitama actually use his serious series and punch, withstanding a number of Saitama's normal punches, which were able to destroy everything else. No other being till date has been able to deal with it anyway. Finally, after hours of deliberation, we round our list with the hero of the show, Cape Baldy, or as he prefers it, Saitama. Now that wasn't really surprising, was it? Well, it shouldn't be, because after all, he's the hero that literally defeats almost all of his opponents with one punch. He's the satire of the story, however perhaps it's just his power of will. He has overwhelming power which he could use to easily rule the world, but he quite simply chooses to live a normal life. He doesn't even care to be recognized, not bothering to take credit for a number of monster kills that gave King his place in the S ranks in a very comic sense, of course. This attitude is impressive and perhaps his biggest strength, along with his ability to end everything with one punch. With this, we come to the end of our top 10. But hold on a second, we do have one honorable mention in this list, Garo, the new antagonist in the latest season of the show. He's a former disciple of Fang, but due to his fascination of monsters and hatred of heroes, he goes down the path of becoming a self-declared monster. He's definitely able to put up a serious fight, injuring a number of A-class heroes and a few S-class heroes so far, showing his immense strength, agility and speed, on top of being a trained martial artist with numerous techniques. A lot of you must be wondering why he wasn't mentioned in this list, but till now, it's not really quite clear yet how far he'll go from an anime-only perspective, but it'll be interesting to see how strong he gets. Hope you enjoyed watching the video so far. Please do leave a like if you did, and subscribe to be updated when a new video comes out. I'll see you next time on ViniiTube.